What's up everyone, and welcome back to some more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, and today we are here to take on the legend himself, Super Saiyan Goku, the first LR that was ever put in Dokkan Battle. This is the team we are going to be rolling with. They're not fully trained up because I didn't want to waste training items to get them like 4 levels up at a time. So they're just going to have to level up naturally and learn to like it. And I'm running, so the team I'm going to be running is, I was actually going to run 3 and 3, but I'll explain why I'm not going to do that. So the team I'm going to be running is King Vegeta, Android 16, who is going to be my main blocker, Chilled, main damage dealer, he's a nuker, and Frieza gets his super attack early. As you see right here, he has Sparking. King Cold, because I need him to link with Chilled. And then I'm going to be running Mercenary Tao, one because he gets his super early, and I was actually going to run Fat Gotenks in this spot, and that is the card that I would recommend running in this spot, but I didn't have enough Awakening Medals to get him up, so I'm going to have to farm those out at some point if this doesn't work, but we're going to try to roll with this. We're going all villains here, so let's see how this goes. So we're going to run through each of the stages in this video and see our success rate, and so let's get into it right here. This is going to be the first stage, so this is actually the guaranteed drop that you get him right away. So we're going to get a bunch of King Vegetas to pop up, which isn't a surprise. So let's try to find the best one. I want to find one that's max level, hopefully. This one's maxed. Let's see, is there anybody else, any other King Vegetas? Alright, so it looks like it filters them all to the top, all the ones we can use. And for some reason it says that we can use this card. Okay, that's really weird, but whatever. So, the best King Vegeta, let's go for the best stats-wise King Vegeta. And we'll go with this maxed one. Well, actually, this one's almost as good. The one with the orbs in it. And he probably has Evade, too. Alright, never mind, he doesn't have Evade. He's also SA 10. So let's go with this one. And, alright, let's do this. Let's run with those items, just because I don't think this will be all that difficult. And that is an awesome HP number right there. I am definitely very happy about that. 54,000 HP. I remember the days when this was like commonplace. Like, those were some times. And the reason that King Vegeta is kind of the main card that people run is because he gives physical and intelligence type ki +3, which is something that Mecha Frieza also does, but this King Vegeta also gives himself 4 ki when your HP is 80% or below. So that's the reason that you're going to want to run King Vegeta. And D-Free made a video talking about all of the best strike units to farm up, and I didn't really 100% follow that, but I would definitely recommend going to check out that video. It's very insightful, and Mercenary Tao is actually getting a pretty decent benefit right there, so he will need less ki now. So, let's get into this and see what our rotations are looking like. Alright, so we got these two early on. So we actually have, I imagine you buff attack. So let's do that for you, because you're a nuker, obviously. We'll give you all those, and then 16, you're going to be swapped out, unfortunately, so I'm not even going to bother with those. Alright, so let's see what this does. We'll see how difficult this fight is. Oh, this actually doesn't look like it's going to be too bad. We should be able to get through this pretty swiftly. So this stage, the card is a guaranteed drop, the first time only. So keep that in mind. Alright, so what do we want to do here? So I definitely probably want to rotate out you. Alright, it doesn't affect his attack at all. Alright, so let's do that. We will... I don't want to give you... Do I want to give you intelligence orbs? Yeah, I will, because what I can do is... Well, I'll be one short, actually, of your super attack. That was actually probably misplayed. Oh, and it didn't drop those like I thought it was going to. Oh, we blocked with King Cold. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Fortunately enough, though, he only attacks one time, so I really should have blocked with one of my intelligence units. I wasn't actually thinking right there, but that's not a big deal. It can be dealt with accordingly. Let's heal up really quickly. So we're about halfway through the event. And, alright, so if I put Mecha Frieza first, and I keep you linked up, he launches his at 9 ki, so he'll actually have it. Alright, let's actually rotate out Mecha Frieza. I don't want to block with him, 1, and 2. That was actually... This was a really poor setup. Alright, let's just give you those, and we'll deal with it and move on. And You know, I guess you give you those because I want to drop those purples down. That's the thing. The thing that Super Strike cards like pose a difficulty with is just like doing damage and blocking and everything. It's like drags it out a little bit further, but that's part of the challenge. So it's definitely not the biggest deal in the world. All right, so this is actually perfect. We can use 16 to block, and we're not going to give you your super. We will give you yours, and we will give you yours, and that'll leave us a bunch for chilled, because we're probably going to... Alright, perfect. We're probably going to have to get rolling into next turn anyway, so... Because I don't think these two are going to kill them by themselves. They don't do a whole lot. Yeah, that's definitely not going to kill them. Definitely not going to kill Goku right there. Alright, so we are in perfect situation, though, to set up 4 chilled. Give them all those purples. All those purples. And who actually gives you higher attack? Alright, so King Vegeta definitely gives you higher attack. We'll give him his super, and then we'll give Tao his super, just in case it lasts that long. I don't imagine, though, because, yeah, alright, chilled should do quite a bit here. Alright, so that was stage 1, and it's pretty relatively straightforward. You get a guaranteed drop of Goku the first time, but you do not have a very high pull rate after that. So we're just going to be taking on the first 3 stages for now. I will probably amend this video. I'll either amend this video or I'll make a video tomorrow saying that, or like doing the best team for the last stage, which is being added later today. So this is going to be the real battle. So this stage, I believe, gives you enough. That gives you the awakening medals to get your Goku up to TUR status, and then yeah, all right, that works. Gives you enough to get your Goku up to TUR status, and then after that, the next stage is going to give you enough to go from UR to LR. So that's how this is basically going to work. And we got really bad numbers for Ki, but let's go for it anyway. All right. We'll give you the 5. We'll burn off the 5 right there so you can get like a 2 or a 3. If not, the 4 will still give us... Or I was going to say the 4 will still give us plenty to work with right there. And let's use the 5 because if I use the 5, I can definitely get the 1. And I didn't want to risk like potentially missing out on it. Alright, we're going to get more Ki for chilled. I know that he's somebody I want to prioritize Ki spheres for anyway because... he gains attack, but just being able to constantly get his super since he's the highest damage dealer is going to be very valuable. Alright, so we actually this worked out perfect. We're going to put King Cold first, and then he's not going to get his super, but that's fine. We're going to give you those, and then you're not going to get your super either, but I'll drop these physical orbs down. And this, I believe, is multi-staged. But I wanted to block with an intelligence unit, so... And I want to keep King Cold... The strategy is to keep King Cold and Mecha Frieza... Or not Mecha Frieza, and Chilled together if you can, because they both have the strongest clan in Space Link. So, that's what you want to do there. And you... Actually, there's 3 right there, so you can get that. You can have all those physical orbs, and then that should... Yeah, that should drop these. And that is actually just enough, I believe. Oh, no, that's only 7. I miscounted. My bad. But I want to try to conserve Ki as much as possible if I can, like when it's like Mecha Frieza, because I just only need 9 for Mecha Frieza. But Mercenary Tao doesn't have the thing that gives you... I don't know what word I'm looking for right now for whatever reason. But alright, let's drop that, and then you can have... You're just barely going to miss out on that. But Chilled, you can have those. And then you're just barely going to miss out on your super, it looks like, too. So let's give you that, I suppose. I actually probably could have got him his super because I see those intelligence orbs now, but I wasn't paying enough attention, I suppose. But we're going to block with... Oh, I actually killed him. Alright, I didn't expect that. Alright, so we didn't really take any damage that turn. So this is going to be stage 2. This is going to be 2 bars. Alright. And we got double King Vegeta. Sorry, so let's keep ours in... Or let's actually rotate mine out. And we're going to put Mecha Frieza first. Because... We're gonna have to lose one of the King Vegetas, and I want to keep the one that has his Ki charged up on rotation. So let's give you that. We'll give that to you, and that should drop this blue. All right. But I wanted to keep those reds together, and that wasn't really, I didn't really accomplish that. So let's see what this is going to end up doing. And this event itself actually doesn't seem that bad. It was just the imposition of having to farm up the strike cards. And we are going to take a super right here. But it is going to be with King Vegeta. That was actually kind of ass, honestly. But we'll see. He shouldn't kill us right here, because you can't super twice in a turn. Alright. So that worked out fine. Alright, let's heal up. And we will hit you with all these orbs right here. And I don't think that... Well, you can get your super... Let's have you get your super, and then I'm not going to worry as much about Mercenary Tau. Because he's not gonna, it wasn't going to drop those red orbs. I'd rather have it with King Cold anyway. Alright, perfect. I honestly was thinking like maybe I should run 2 chilled, but that's not gonna give me enough ki, I don't think, for it to actually benefit me in the long run. Alright, this is a great setup actually. Let's use this. And then you only need, well, you need 1, but you need a physical orb, so let's do that. And then we'll drop this just in case. Alright. And then Chilled can have that next turn if it lasts that long. And I think you do 57k, that's not too bad. For huge damage, it's actually pretty solid. We're moving right along here. This actually isn't as difficult as I thought it would be. This would be a bigger pain. The biggest pain actually is going to be farming out Gokus. Alright, so let's do this again. Well, actually, no, we're going to keep these two together just because the attack boost. Even though I want to put Chilled in the middle really, but that's just not ideal, honestly. And then we'll have actually enough to get Mercenary Tau his super this time. Alright, so that was definitely a weak turn for Chilled, but he's still at 88k, that's not too bad. He's still doing almost extreme, honestly. But we might be able to kill him right here. This actually might be the end of this. This might be the end of this turn. Alright. This is my first time playing this, so I have no idea how like most of this works, but alright. And then we'll take on the final stage, which shouldn't be that bad, honestly. I just have to make sure my HP is being maintained at a decent rate, and I don't block with anybody who's not intelligence. I should always have an intelligence card at the very least on rotation. So, and we're getting the Dragon Stones because I never played this before, so that's always awesome too. And here we go, super difficulty actually. I think the stamina's halved on these though, so yeah. This actually worked out pretty good. Alright, so that's a maxed King Vegeta. And it looks like that's our best bet right there, it looks like. Alright, so I think instead of Yemas, I'm gonna roll a Whis. We'll do that. I don't have very many Whis. I usually like to save them for boss rush, but just in case I have to do damage reduction, I want it to be for multiple turns. I think. Anyway, that's how I would want it to be. So let's get the 1. What's the best path to go for ki? It looks like right overall. Alright, so we'll do this. And we'll do that. Get 2 ki for Mecha Frieza. That actually works out. Alright, well, go right. I'll skip over that ki because I don't want to take damage. And wow, Mecha Frieza is just getting loaded. He actually already has his super without even having to absorb ki. That's actually like really clutch, honestly. I wonder if when you pick up medals on the map, oh my god, I wonder if when you pick up medals on the map it's actually our Goku medals. I don't think it would be, but it's definitely something that I'm interested to find out. If not, I'm still happy with it. Alright, Chilled gets his. We're getting him for good cards at least, so I definitely can't complain as far as that goes. King Vegeta was kind of unnecessary, but at least there's going to be one who has his super all the time now. Alright, well, that just definitely reaffirms he's always going to have his super. Alright, stage 3. So I imagine this is going to be at least 2, probably 3 stages. And alright, so who do we want to keep on rotation? So let's actually rotate out Mecha Frieza and put King Cold first, because Chilled is going to be coming back in 2 turns, so I can keep them on the same group. And I didn't want to have to give you a lot of ki, but we're going to anyway. So I'll save those purples over there. And this is going to be a little bit longer of a turn because we just didn't get a very great damage dealer. I mean, Mecha Freeze is solid. Well, King Vegeta actually did pretty solid right there, too. Can't blame him. Alright. That's not bad. Alright. So that's 7 right there. That's not going to be enough. Well, actually, let's block with Android 18. Because he's the blocking unit. Like, because he reduces his damage received. You're not going to get your super. I don't think you're going to get your super either. So let's just drop down the Fizzle or the Intelligence Orb for Chilled when he comes up. Because this is definitely going to last until next turn. Which means we're going to lose Chilled for the very beginning of the second fight, but that's fine, I suppose. Alright, and this is actually perfect right here. Because all my staple units have Ki. Not that King Cold is like an amazing damage dealer, but he is definitely somebody who's going to be attacking a lot because he's always going to be paired with Chilled. Alright, very good. Now, if only I could get double Chilled without having to lose Ki, that would be great. Alright, so let's rotate out Mecha Frieza once again. We'll actually give you your super. Oh, I actually probably should have given that to King Vegeta. Well, King Vegeta can still get his super, though. We'll do that. And it looks like this is actually going to be a 3-stage fight, so we'll see how it goes. And there's no intelligence key for Chilled to get next turn, which means he's going to be capped out at his normal attack, but that's fine. Alright. Ooh, 10,000. Alright, so if he supers me, I might actually die. I'll have to keep that in mind. Alright, so let's pop. Let's use Whis. No, actually, let's use a Ghost Usher for now. Because I only needed to offset it for one turn, because I'll have 2. Actually, I'll have 3. Yeah, I was going to say I'll have 3 intelligence units next turn. Alright, let's put you in the middle. And, well, actually, I don't think that'll make a difference. Alright, let's put you in the middle anyway. And then do that. Drop all those blues, and then I can drop the purples next turn. So Chilled is going to be capped in terms of the actual damage potential that he has for this turn, but he'll still have type advantage, so he actually should do like 75k maybe, 70. Yeah, that's not too bad. Alright. So we'll put you first, and then the friend has higher defense even without link skills. Alright. Plus, they're giving themselves. The King Vegetas are starting to give themselves Ki because of our damage, so we should kill him this turn. Because, alright. Well, I was going to say, if he supers Android 16, then we'll block it for half damage. But actually, he's going to die to this King Vegeta anyway, so it works out a little bit better. Because my King Vegeta, unfortunately, was the one that got all the Ki this time. I don't really care. I have the scenario turned off, and we still get all this. Alright, so this is 3 health bars. Alright, so now is the time to pop Whis. Now is definitely the time to pop Whis. And we'll rotate out you again. And alright, we got a lot of intelligence orbs, fortunately though. That really helps out. And then I'll just give you this one blue over here. And hopefully if we get supered, we can still survive it. Wow, this is actually going to be a pretty long fight, I imagine. Hopefully if we get supered, we can survive it with Mecha Frieza. I don't know if that's exactly going to be possible, but well, yeah, alright, we'll definitely will. Alright, time to heal. We've been fortunate enough to save all our healing items up to this point. We still have the Whis effect, which is a little unfortunate just because we have Android 16 still. Just because the blocking was already going to be there, but let's see, is that going to drop? Oh, yes, it did. Alright, so we can get your super for once. And maybe we can get that stun. We'll see. I highly doubt it, but we'll see. We also lowered his attack, I believe, due to King Cold's super. I want to say that's who lowers the attack. Alright, and he's going to super Vegeta. Alright, well, that's not ideal, but it's not the worst. And, alright, actually did decent damage. So, we didn't get the stun. It's only a 10% chance, so I didn't really expect it. Fortunately, we're going to be able to block with 2 intelligence units. Unfortunately, I'm only going to be able to get 1 intelligence key because of it. So we'll save all of this int key over here for the next Chilled turn. And then we can get like a super nuke going. But for now, we're just going to have to play the survivability game. And I'm probably going to have to heal. We actually might get a Dokkan attack with chilled too, which would really help out. Because we'll do like 200k instead of 100k. And this Goku's almost half dead. Alright, so I'm gonna heal. Well, actually, no, I'm not gonna heal. Because I can just do this. Block with Android 16. And do that. Because then even if I get hit with Vegeta, then I'll be in good shape. And we'll definitely get that Dokkan attack next turn. Well, it's going to be close. It might actually be kind of close. But he didn't super me. Alright, never mind. That is definitely a plus right there when I don't get supered. Anytime you don't get supered, it's great. And we actually might kill him this turn. I'm going to heal. I'm going to heal, though, because I'm not going to play that game. We'll do that. And definitely get a Dokkan attack with you. And then we should get enough ki right here, yeah, to get Mercenary Tao's super as well, even though I don't believe he got that attack boost, which is I believe is a high chance. It's a high chance. So he's a 50% chance of increasing his attack by 70%. All right. So it gave us the slow one. I really wanted us to get this one. And I clicked it before it even showed up. That's how MLG I am. And we're actually already over 103, so let's see. So those would be like, it would hit for like 140 times 2, so it would be like 280. 333. Wow, he didn't die to that. Are you kidding me? Look how much health he had left. Alright, King Cold's going to finish the job. That's the only time you'll ever hear that sentence ever said. Alright, and we got 7 medals. So as far as I know, the medal drop rate is very erratic. It can be like 5, it can be 7 like I just got, it can be 20, it can be 15. It's not very consistent. Alright, so that is the first 3 stages of LR Goku beaten. And I'm gonna make another video tomorrow, which is gonna talk about the best method for the 4th stage, which hasn't been added as of right now, so I can't really do it. But I'll talk about that tomorrow. And I actually have to farm out the last strength card. I didn't finish it anyway. I didn't do Grandpa Gohan. So anyway, that is going to do it for me. Thank you guys for watching. These are the first 3 stages of the LR Goku event. Pretty straightforward, not all that difficult. That was my first time going through it. There's not a whole lot to understand. It's just pretty much be careful. Shield with your intelligence units if you can. If not, then that's when you use your items. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle.